What's up, AD? It's Kevin Love. Happy to have you guys here. Let's go check out my place.
We are heading back to Manhattan this week and raiding 34-year-old NBA All-Star, Olympic gold medalist, and former UCLA Bruin, Mr. Kevin Love's New York City apartment, featured on Architectural Digest.
I actually wrote in a journal that I would have a New York apartment by the time I turned 30 years old. So when I was 29...
Kevin's originally from Santa Monica, California, grew up in Oregon, but I guess this West Coast kid wanted to head east.
History, so that was a dream come true for me. All right, so this is something that kind of, I guess not in my life, but when people come in here, it kind of gets overlooked. And that is the Macintosh record player here. I feel like a lot of people know that my uncle is Mike Love of the Beach Boys. My cousins are the Wilsons, so I think that kind of...
Yeah, Kevin comes from a very accomplished family. Not only did his uncle found the Beach Boys, who are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but his dad was the 9th pick in the 1971 NBA draft, and his aunt won gold at the 1982 Ironman World Championship. So, impressive family.
To be able to separate not only the living space, but also make it some sort of like a screening or TV room where we can watch our shows, we can watch our movies. And then I got to mention these, these amazing Navajo print carbon fiber Ralph Lauren chairs.
Based on what he's wearing, I can definitely see the Ralph Lauren inspiration, and I like the overall vibe, except I hate the exit sign, and the neon at the entry is very trendy, very, very trendy, but other than that, I'm pleased.
So I loved the idea of having a sculpture in this space, especially in taking advantage of some of the square footage. And
I'm not a fan of the oversized book propped up on the easel. It seems to be awkwardly blocking the flow, but I do like the Anthony Gormley sculpture on display to add a dimension of height to the space. That sculpture is probably worth around $200,000, but when you've earned well over $260 million in your career, that's not an issue.
I love how the light hits it. So now we'll go into my favorite room. I decided to make it an office for myself, a place where I could work outside of the lines and outside of the realm and the world of basketball, so I could come here and work.
New York's known for all the hustle and bustle, nonstop go, 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 so I actually like the contrast and going with this modern rustic vibe, the wood tones, the beams, the various leathers, the tree bark textured wallpaper, this natural light pouring in with views of the water. It's got a great feel to it. It's kind of like a sophisticated cabin escape, but you're still in the heart of TriBeCa. I also like how it doesn't feel forced. This could have easily come across as an American West caricature, but it's modern enough for New York that it still feels natural.
The beauty of this space is, and one of the main reasons that I picked this particular floor and unit was because of the sightline. I really love the idea of looking at the trees, the water, the cityscape, and the sky. Still feeling like we were super grounded.
So we reviewed Shonda Rhimes' Park Avenue penthouse, which was on one end of the spectrum, and then Babish's townhouse in the burbs. But for me, this is the perfect happy medium for what I would want living in New York. Unfortunately, a lot of other people feel the same exact way, since one of his neighbor's units recently sold for $55 million, and another unit is listed for a bargain price of $17 million. What can I say? It's lower Manhattan with waterfront views of the Hudson. It's going to cost you a pretty penny. So if anybody wants to chip in, let me know.
All right, so now we're going to head into the bedroom, kind of a his and hers across the way. Open this up a little bit.
The her section in this case is reserved for Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Kate Bock, who became engaged to Kevin last year. She also owns a duplex in Greenwich Village that she paid $1.35 million for in 2016.
All right, so now the actual bedroom. What I love here is the Pendleton prints, just reupholstering this bench in a way that it was still very functional, but the aesthetic here is crazy. We love this. And then
I was good with the Ralph Lauren chairs in the living room since the colors were muted, but I'm not crazy about this Pendleton print set. It looks like outdoor fabric, like a waterproof polyester. Linen would have been better. Maybe you could have just layered in a row of Navajo print pillows instead. Yeah, either a new fabric or I'd trade him a solid bench for the print pillows, and he can keep the dog bed for the pup if he wants. I'll be fine with either of those trades.
Like a sanctuary for me. This is where I can really woosah, take a deep breath and just relax.
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty happy with this review. I like the vibe. I like the color palette. I love the view and the setting. I could get really nitpicky, but this deserves a good score. 7.8 stars is the score. What do you guys think? Am I overhyping? Too high? Too low? You be the judge. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.
We're going to get back to the rest of our day. Thank you.